Did you know that by the end of January, nearly half the people who made New Year's resolutions have already quit? Well, we are here to encourage you to keep pushing through. And the stories of inspiration are endless with the group we're talking about today. Our friends from Special Olympics New Hampshire are gearing up for the Penguin Plunge at Hampton Beach. Talk about setting a goal. The plunge into the frigid water on the first weekend of February is about more than just braving the cold. It's about kicking off the new year by doing good. The money raised creates opportunities and confidence for Special Olympics athletes all across New Hampshire. Athletes who are doing big things.
From WMUR News 9, this is Heart of New Hampshire.
And joining us this morning is Mary Conroy, the president of Special Olympics New Hampshire, and Brendan Zink, a Special Olympics New Hampshire athlete. Thank you both for being here. Mary, I just want to kick things off to talk about this big event we have coming up. Talk to us about the Penguin Plunge.
So the Penguin Plunge will take place in Hampton, February 7th and 8th. On Saturday, we'll have about 400 high school students raising money for Special Olympics, and on Sunday we'll have about 750 people who will brave the Atlantic to benefit the athletes of Special Olympics New Hampshire. In addition to being an inspiring fundraising event, it's just a wonderful event. It's just fun and it's high energy. It's a great time.
What makes it, there are a lot of fundraising events, but the Penguin Plunge, it is such a special weekend. What is the energy like and what makes it different than your typical fundraising event?
Great question. So a couple of things. It's a bucket list for a lot of people. So people want to do it and they either love it or they've done it, check it off.
They've done it and they hate it. They either love it or they've done it and they hate it because it's so cold.
Exactly.
But I bet they're still raising money
They
out
are.
there.
Yes, they are. And the other thing is I think it's just extreme, right? And people go in the water, they wear costumes, they see their friends every year, and what we say a successful event is you talk about it at Thanksgiving with your family.
Yes.
This is an event people talk about year-round. Yeah. And so we're so thankful. The Granite State is just so supportive of Special Olympics, our athletes, through this event. It's just a great time.
It's such an incredible way to start the new year. You know, braving the cold.
Absolutely.
And checking off the bucket list, but also doing such good for their community. Brendan, let's talk about you. Tell me about how you got involved with Special Olympics New Hampshire.
I had a couple of friends that were involved in Special Olympics New Hampshire, and they asked me to become involved too.
And how long has it been? How long have you been involved?
8 years.
8 years. And over those 8 years, how has it changed your life? What are some of the things you love most about being involved in Special Olympics New Hampshire?
When I first started with Special Olympics New Hampshire, I was very overwhelmed with leaving my house. I just didn't want to leave at all, and just the world had become overwhelming for me.
Sure. You mean leaving day to day? Just
day to day, going to the grocery store and back became a really hard thing.
Yeah.
And through Special Olympics New Hampshire, I have learned to come out of my shell and develop friendships that mean a lot. And to develop the social skills that I needed to be able to handle daily life.
That must mean the world to you.
Yes.
Do you have any more anxiety going to the grocery store?
No.
Good.
And in fact, now I climbed the Mount Chicora this year.
Yeah, that's a bigger goal than going to the grocery store.
And I stayed up on the mountain by myself overnight.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. And normally I wouldn't have been able to do that.
That is incredible. How does that make you feel?
It's great. So this year I'm going to do a 4,000 footer.
Wow. And that's the goal you set for 2026?
Yes.
That's amazing. And do you have friends who encourage you along the way?
Yes, I do.
And that's what Special Olympics is all about, isn't it?
Yes, it's about the support that I have daily.
Yeah.
That I can go on my phone, text someone, talk to them, figure out where they're at, what they're doing, you know.
Yeah. In addition to the friendships that you've made, there's also sports that have been introduced into your life.
Yes.
And how has that changed things for you?
I've lost over 60 pounds through Special Olympics New Hampshire.
Get out.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes, and I'm continually losing weight through training for summer games.
And what are you training for this year?
I am training for powerlifting. It's going to be my first powerlifting meet.
Amazing.
And I am also going to be training for long distance running.
Wow.
I'm going to do the 200 meter versus doing just like a 25 or 50 meter run.
It's fantastic. What can you say to folks who might have that same anxiety trying to get out to the grocery store every day, and they're seeing this piece and they're thinking, maybe I should get involved? What would you say?
Just do it. Just come and just meet a team, meet a local team, you know.
Yeah.
Figure out if it's going to be for you. And you'll develop amazing friendships on and off the field.
Sure. Mary, what is it like to sit here and to hear all about, especially just Brendan's growth from being worried about heading out to the grocery store and leaving his house to climbing a 4,000 footer this year?
It means everything, right? It just means that through Special Olympics, lives are changing. Sports is at our core, but we're a lot more than sport. We're health, we're experiences, and we could not be more proud of the athletes we serve. And the 2,700 Special Olympics athletes just make New Hampshire better.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah.
And quickly, can you just tell us if someone has never plunged before? Brendan, have you plunged before?
No.
Oh, well, you got to get out there this year.
This year I am.
Oh, okay. This year you are.
I am going all out. I am going to do the mega dip, which is in March.
Oh, my goodness.
It's dipping one time an hour for 24 hours.
Hey, Catherine, are you in?
I am in. Awesome. I'm in. Is that the mega dip?
That's the mega dip.
Okay, we're going to talk a little more after the show, Mary.
Okay.
That's a fabulous strategy.
Thank you.
And I am so excited to get so many other people involved. Thank you both for being here. If you want to get involved, there is still time to sign up for the Penguin Plunge and, as I'm told, the Mega Plunge. To learn more and to get involved with Special Olympics New Hampshire, just go online to SONH.org.